In the last lecture, we have discussed about the endomembrane system, which is actually where the nuclear membrane, then the endoplasmic reticulum, again the Golgi complex, lysosome, and other vacuoles, vesicles are connected to one another and form an integrated system, we can say, that is the endomembrane system. Okay, so all these membranes are seen here connected to one another from the nuclear membrane to the plasma membrane. Okay, so whatever these cell organelles are there, they are interconnected with one another, they work interdependent to one another. Okay, so in today's lecture we are going to discuss about the endoplasmic reticulum, abbreviated as ER. So what is the endoplasmic reticulum? It is the little network within the cytosol, that is the cytoplasm, and it is present in all eukaryotic cell, but it is not present in ova, means the egg, and the mature red blood corpuscles, means the endoplasmic reticulum is absent in ova and the mature RBCs. Okay, in the early stages of development of RBCs, okay, premature RBCs, they having the endoplasmic reticulum, but whatever the mature RBCs are there, they don't have, or they devoid of the endoplasmic reticulum. So what is the structure of endoplasmic reticulum? Whenever we are just going to observe the endoplasmic reticulum under electron microscope, then under electron microscope, endoplasmic reticulum appears like network of membranous tubules and sacs, okay, that are called as the cisternae. These are whatever the network of membranous tubules and sacs are present are called as the cisternae. So about the 50% of total membrane of eukaryotic cell is composed of this endoplasmic reticulum, and in this way again they just give the support to the whole cell, isn't that? Apart from this, whatever the cytoplasm is there, because of this endoplasmic reticulum, which actually divides into two parts, that is the cytoplasm within the endoplasmic reticulum, that is called as the laminal cytoplasm, and the cytoplasm that is outside the endoplasmic reticulum, that is called as the non-laminal cytoplasm. Okay, so cytoplasm present in the cell is divided into two parts, basically based on whether that cytoplasm is present inside the endoplasmic reticulum. If the cytoplasm or the cytoplasm which is present inside the endoplasmic reticulum, that is called as the laminal cytoplasm. And what is the non-laminal cytoplasm? Cytoplasm that lies outside the endoplasmic reticulum, that is called as the non-laminal cytoplasm. Okay, next to this is the whatever the membrane of endoplasmic reticulum is there, that is actually continuous with nuclear envelope at one end and extends till the cell membrane. Okay, that we again saw in the endomembrane system. Okay, likewise. So as the membrane of endoplasmic reticulum is continuous with the nuclear envelope to the cell membrane, in this way they act as the intracellular supporting framework. They form, we can say, intracellular supporting framework, and in this way they helps in maintaining the position of various cell organelles in the cytoplasm. Okay, isn't that? So the outer surface of endoplasmic reticular membrane may or may not be stented with the ribosome. Okay, now here we can divide the endoplasmic reticulum into two types. One is the rough endoplasmic reticulum and another is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, see here, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. What mean by the rough endoplasmic reticulum? The endoplasmic reticulum which there is the presence of what? Ribosomes. Ribosomes are seen by dotted structure here, means the endoplasmic reticulum which having the ribosome, okay, that are called as the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Means what we can say, the endoplasmic reticulum that is studded with ribosome, they are called as the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the endoplasmic reticulum which is devoid of the ribosomes, that is called as the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, here in this figure, in this slide, what is shown that the Garnier, which is the first who observed the endoplasmic reticulum, and here the components of endoplasmic reticulum is given, that is the cisternae. These are the long flattened unbranched unit arranged in the stacks. What is the vesicles? These are the oval membrane bound structures. And what is the tubule? Tubules are the irregular, often branched tubules bounded by the membrane. Tubules may be free or they are again associated with the cisternae, isn't that? So next to this, here structure of cisternae, structure of vesicles, and what is the tubules? Tubules, I told you earlier, this is the branch structure, okay, is seen in this figure. Okay, next to this is the again diagram shows here, see the nucleus with the nuclear pore. This is nuclear envelope which is actually just continuous with this endoplasmic reticulum, and later on this endoplasmic reticulum is again connected with the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. Okay, see, smooth endoplasmic reticulum is involved in various processes in different cells. Means as the type of the cell is there, the function of the endoplasmic reticulum varies there. Okay, depending on the cell type, it helps in the synthesis of lipids, that is either steroid secreting cells of cortical region of adrenal gland, testes and ovaries. It again does the function of detoxification of drugs and poison in case of liver cell, and again they having the role of storage of calcium ions, that is done in the muscle cells. Okay, so the function is varies, okay, depending on the which type of cells these endoplasmic reticulums are present. Now see about the endoplasmic reticulum, that is the rough endoplasmic reticulum which is studded with such a ribosomes. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is primarily involved in protein synthesis. Okay, for example, pancreatic cells that secretes the insulin, where the rough endoplasmic reticulum is there. These proteins are secreted by ribosomes and they are attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum and are called the secretory protein there. Okay, these proteins get wrapped in membrane that buds off from transitional region of the endoplasmic reticulum. Such a membrane bound proteins depart from endoplasmic reticulum as transport vesicles. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is also involved in the formation of membrane for the cell. The endoplasmic reticulum membrane grows in place by addition of the membrane protein and the phospholipid to its own membrane. the portion of this expanded membrane are transferred to other components of the endomembrane system. So such a varied or the diverse type of function is shown by the endoplasmic reticulum. In next lecture we will discuss about the Golgi complex.